we have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where you go? And he said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's bat.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
If you're feeling crabby, check out some of these wild and weird moments from around the league.
Since gonna tag out Bowers, who had the crab crawl back toward first base.
Is this 1-1-1-3 on the putout?
Of course, catching it is one thing.
Whoa! Go through the 5-hole? Yeah, it sure did.
Now that's what you call...
When you get up to the booth, it's just, this is home, and it's good to be back in Chicago after the road trip.
Isn't the field in great shape right now, Ron?
Just gorgeous. In Wrigley Field, when you come here and you sit up top and you look at the ballpark, if you're a baseball fan, it doesn't get any better than this.
Beautiful green ivy on the outfield walls all the way around. As we are now into the month of June, soon the nice warm, hot summer days will be on the way. Still a little bit of springtime here, a little coolish tonight, 66 degrees, wind blowing toward right. We are ready for baseball. We thank you for joining us. Jamison Tyone, the veteran right-hander, ready to go to work. Carlos Cortez, the leadoff batter. And here's something you don't see very often. Time called before the game's first pitch. DJ Rayburn, the home plate umpire, called time. Now Tyone is ready, and the pitch by Jamison, and it's in for a strike, and away we go. What are the keys from Jamison Tyone tonight, Ron?
Well, I think command. You know, whatever he throws, sweeper's been a good pitch. Changeup has had its struggles a little bit.
Foul back, 0-2.
But whatever he throws, having command in and out of the strike zone. You know, the command part of staying out of the sweet spot of the hitter. You know, that mid-thigh, you've got to stay out of that. That's where the issues have come with the home run ball.
Next offering down low, 1-2. Tyone has made 5 career starts against the Athletics. He is a perfect 3-0 lifetime against them. Not that he's pitched a lot of dominant games. His ERA 4.62, but a perfect 3-0. Bouncer back to the mound. Tyone gloves it with a reach and a little jump. Made the play and throws to first to get his man. 1 down, and the batter, Nick Kurtz.
At 6'5" or 6'6", I'm guessing he played power forward at some point. Looked like he just pulled down a rebound.
Yeah.
Very nice for JMO to get the first out of the inning.
Jamison overall this season, 2-4. 5.37 ERA. Nick Kurtz, the batter. Kurtz swings and misses. Tried to check, couldn't do it. Kurtz, last year's American League Rookie of the Year. Very quietly, he had a 4-homer game as a rookie last season. Here comes the 0-1. It's outside for a ball. And I'll bet there's not 1 in 50 baseball fans that can tell me where he had his 4-homer game.
Yeah, right? Isn't that something?
Think about it for a minute. No Googling. Here is a swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
But you think about that, and how many guys have ever had a 4-home run game in the big leagues?
Well, it's so rare. Right? You can go 10, 15, 20 years without seeing any. And I mean, that's as a broadcaster working every single day. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Looked like some nice little late downward movement on that one. It's a strikeout for Jamison Tyone. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Those are brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Just underway, 2 down, nobody on, first inning. Shea Langoliers steps in.
Now, J-Mo has had some issues with the changeup and the success of it, against hitters, but that last pitch was a perfect changeup, down and away, great pitch.
First pitch missing to Langoliers. Wide open stance. Langoliers hitting .293. Takes a good swing and fouls it back. This guy's having a pretty good first part of the year. 14 home runs, 30 driven in. Shea Langoliers.
Yeah, you're on a pace for, 30-plus, 35 home runs.
The 1-1 fouled away, 1-2. Okay, for those of you still trying to figure out where Kurtz had his 4-homer game, it was down in the Lone Star State at Houston. And 3 of the 4 were opposite field homers. He's the left-handed batter. Opposite field into that Crawford box area in straightaway left.
I would say he's probably got fond memories of Houston.
Absolutely. Here's a high pop fly foul. Over near the third base dugout is Bregman. No play for Alex. A limited amount of foul territory space at Wrigley. Almost nothing as you get down the lines. Yep. Only about a foot of space between the foul line and the side walls leading up to the corner for about the last 80 or 90 feet.
This first inning, it's powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Tyone rocks and fires 1-2, misses outside 2-2. Temp, Ron, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say 66 degrees.
Yeah, a little chilly, right?
And now the 2-2. Langoliers takes outside. Game Time Temp, sponsored by Four Seasons, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. No score, just underway. Tyone's pitch bounced to third, foul. Langoliers never left the batter's box. That ball just missed hitting the third base bag by less than a foot. Oakland 3 games out at first in the American League West behind Seattle and Texas. Fly ball to center, well hit, but it's playable. PCA is there, he's got it. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for Tyone. Let's see if the Cubs can jump out early. After a half inning, no score on the score, and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs radio.
There's the feel, there's the results. The fire comes pouring out of Betts as he rounds the bases, his second home run of the game.
At the warning track near the wall, it's gone! It's gone! A grand slam! Vaughn Grissom has put the Angels in front. He's driven in 6 tonight.
And a soft line drive, Hamilton snares it. What a play by Hamilton.
Oh, goodness gracious! Oh, I didn't give him a shot off the bat to come down to that baseball.
Deep center, Schneemann back. He leaps up. He made an incredible catch. Oh, my goodness.
Back goes Jackson. Merrill.
Get it, Jackson.
Jackson!
Jackson! Way to go, kid! Snatch it back. Yeah, we see ya. You're the man. Woo! That was awesome.
You got that? Yeah, I get whichever one.
Exceptional customer service and more. Whether you're betting with the home team or scouting the next big matchup, take your swing with the Circa Sports app. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
Left-hander Gage Jump is going to make his second big league start. He started for the first time as a major leaguer a week ago today against Seattle. And in that game, suffered a loss, giving up 4 runs and 9 hits in 5 innings. And he faces Nico Horner. Leadoff batter will hit a ground ball to the hole, base hit left field. Nico, an aggressive swing, ground ball single. That's the way to start the bottom of the first inning. I was just going to say, Ron, that the leadoff man is brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If a leadoff man like Nico Horner gets a base hit, Benny's Beverage Depot just donated $200 to Service Dog Charities. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Here's Pete Crow Armstrong stepping in, lefty to lefty. And Pete will take a strike. Ron, what's the plan against Jump?
Well, Jump, he's a guy that's got a few different breaking balls. He's got that slider, a tight slider, sweeper, and then a curveball. He does have a change. His fastball is a pitch that was intriguing to me when I watched this morning. There's a little something to it where he gets down underneath it and kind of gets a little bit of an upshoot fastball. So what happens to hitters a lot of times when you get that is you're underneath a lot. The thing you have to do is make him get that ball down in the zone. He doesn't pitch all that much to top.
Nico has a good jump running. The throw to second. Wild throw. It goes into right center field. Nico already committed to staying on the bag. It is a stolen base. Horner gets a steal. And the count on Pete Crow Armstrong is 1 ball and 1 strike.
Stolen bases by the Cubs. They're sponsored by Turo Tires, Chicago's hometown tire. Get called safe with the Turo Tires. Find yours at Turo.com. Yeah, great jump by Nico. And pretty good deke by the shortstop to keep him there.
And the pitch on the way to Pete, showing bunt, taking a strike. I was going to say that's one of the few times where a base was there to be had Nico realized where the ball was. But the good deke by the shortstop, Hernandez, kept him anchored to second base.
Well, Hernandez kept the tag on him, like he had the ball. So Nico was concerned about that as the ball's in center field.
That's an interesting observation you made. Here's the 1-2 pitch, fouled away. I wonder how much leeway an umpire gives a fielder. You could make a case that that's interfering with the runner.
Yep.
Right?
You could, but the runner has to make an attempt to go to the next base. Nico was just trying to hold on to the bag. So it's a pretty good move by the shortstop.
Pitch on the way to Pete. Swing and a foul at the plate.
You know them shortstops, they're sneaky.
They are. That's the sneakiest spot on the field in many ways.
Speed Gun today is powered by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that.
It comes from being involved in so many plays, I think, Ron. You get involved in every single play in the middle of the diamond if you're a shortstop. Here comes the 1-2 now to Pete Crow Armstrong. He will hit a base hit into left field. Nico had to hold up, thinking the ball might be fieldable. And now Pete's going to go to second base safely. Good base running. That's the way to play the game. Pete Crow Armstrong able to take second base, Ron, because he ran hard to first to begin with.
You got to be aware with Pete on the bases. And what happens, the left fielder throws this ball towards third where the shortstop's at. Pete just keeps going. That is just great base running and great awareness and wanting to take the extra 90 feet and putting yourself in that position. The first 2 Cub hitters do that very well.
A very promising start. Runners at second and third, nobody out. And here is Alex Bregman. From the windup now, Gage jump delivers. Curveball is down low. Many times when you see a guy take an extra base, it's what he did 3 to 4 seconds before that run, and not just the burst of energy that he showed at the end. It's hustling down the line to first to begin with.
Yeah, your first 5 steps out of the box usually create that extra 90 feet down the road, and there's no doubt about it.
Here comes the 1-0 to Bregman. It's down low, and it's 2-0. What's the thinking on 2-0?
I think you're looking to do damage. The one thing you want to stay away from if you're Bregman is that slider down and in. What the Athletics want is a ground ball to third. They want him to hook this ball right into the defense. Bregman, you really want to get a ball you can drive to the outfield.
Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike. 2-1, top of the zone. 2-1.
Little high slider that pitch. Bregman, who's not a very tall guy, he gets that pitch called on him a lot. And that's, to me, that pitch is a ball.
The next offering, swinging a foul back. Bregman has been hot lately, an 11-game hitting streak that he carries into this game. He's averaged at .259. Runners at second and third, nobody out, no score, bottom of inning number 1. This big crowd ready to make some noise right away. The pitch, outside, 3-2.
And that's been Jump's issue in the minor leagues is strikes. You know, good strikeout numbers, but also big walk numbers. And walk numbers and a lot of hits means lots of traffic on the bases.
Gauge Jump. Just like it sounds. The 3-2 on the way. Bouncing ball wide of third. Horner's going to score on the play. The throw goes to first in time. PCA had to hold at second. Good play by Geloff, the third baseman. But he had to range too far to his left. He had no angle then to throw home as Nico had a big jump coming down the line and scores the game's first run.
This ball's hit sharply in the hole, and as you said, Pat Geloff, when he catches this ball, his momentum is kind of going towards the center fielder. No chance at all of thinking of throwing home. Cubs up 1-0.
RBI number 19, and now PCA running to third. The throw there, and he's going to be out. Pete with kind of an awkward-looking head-first slide. I hope he's okay. He gets up, and he is okay, but he was out at third trying to steal a bag. So that's out number 2. Suzuki with a count of 0-1.
Yeah, Pete hopped off the second base bag, that hop, and then the pitcher Jump held the ball and had to stop Pete's momentum, and then he went from the dead stop. Did not get a very good jump trying to steal third.
Watch the replay. Geloff had a snow cone catch at third. That ball almost got away from him as he was reaching down to tag the head-first sliding Pete Crow Armstrong. Suzuki hitting .244. The pitch to Seiya, fouled away. I like the instincts by Nico Horner, though, on the ground ball by Bregman. He immediately knew that it was going to be a tough play for the third baseman, or possibly from Nico's angle, the shortstop. And he knew he could make it, and he did. Certain things you just can't teach a guy. The next offering, swing and a miss, strike 3. Cubs get a run on 2 hits, leave none. After 1, Cubs 1, Athletics nothing. This is the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
There's the feel, there's the results. The fire comes pouring out of Betts as he rounds the bases, his second home run of the game.
At the warning track near the wall, it's gone! It's gone! A grand slam! Vaughn Grissom has put the Angels in front. He's driven in 6 tonight.
And a soft line drive, Hamilton snares it. What a play by Hamilton.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I didn't give him a shot off the bat to come down to that baseball.
Deep center, Schneemann back. He leaps up. He made an incredible catch. Oh, my goodness.
Becca's Jackson, Merrill.
Get it, Jackson.
Wonder, that's the perception, is that once a guy signs a contract and then these kinds of things crop up, you just wonder if he was in the best shape.
Covering all of Chicago's teams, it's Mully and Haw. Tomorrow morning, 5:30 to 10 a.m. on 104.3 The Score. And watch live on YouTube and Twitch.
When choosing a financial partner, you want people you trust. At Consumers Credit Union, you can trust they put you first. Partner with the people in your corner at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Top 2 at Wrigley Field. Cubs with a 1-0 lead over the A's. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, official partner of the Cubs, bringing the California coast to you wherever you are. Pat?
All right, Zach, thank you. Tyler Soderstrom leads off the second inning for the Athletics. Soderstrom hitting .228, 7 home runs. Bregman, the third baseman, plays about 30 feet off the line. Here's a line drive, base hit, right field, over toward the corner. Suzuki cuts it off and holds Soderstrom to a leadoff single. Good play by Seiya.
Yeah, this ball has double written all over it. He goes way deep into the corner, almost to the track, kind of into that corner area, and gets it like an infielder, like a second baseman, inside move, and just kind of slings this ball towards second, throws a one-hopper, and keeps Soderstrom at first.
Here is Brent Rooker, the designated hitter, right-handed batter, hitting .194. Tyone's pitch is high. It gets away from the catcher Kelly, and down to second goes Soderstrom. Wait to see if it's a wild pitch or a pass ball. Almost 50-50.
Going to give this a wild pitch, is what they said.
Could have gone either way.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you talk to Carson Kelly, he'd probably say should have caught that ball.
Rooker will take a strike.
Defensive alignment today, that's sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. To handle. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Beaker Armstrong in center, and the guy's playing straight away as they challenge, and that pitch just missed down and away.
2 balls and no strikes on Brent Rooker. Cubs lead 1-0 in the second inning. Nobody out and a man at second for the Athletics. Here's a chopper foul toward third.
Now, as we're talking about the defensive alignment, Pat, we see Pete playing straight up, Suzuki kind of straight up, maybe a step towards the line, but Ian Happ way around towards the foul line. He's got to be a good 15 to 20 feet towards the line compared to where he normally plays.
2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Tried to check, couldn't do it. Most of the field is in the shade. Center field and deep right center still in some sunshine. And some sun is coming through the windows of the upper deck, illuminating some area between the mound and the first baseline. Here's the 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout. The number 5 hitter unable to advance the runner. 1 away and a man at second. Cubs lead 1-0, and Henry Bolte coming up.
Good curveball by JMO. Had Rooker way out front, that breaking ball. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are brought to you by Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers.
DJ Rayburn calling balls and strikes tonight. Bolte, a right-handed batter waiting, and he'll take a strike. Rayburn calling balls and strikes. John Libka at first. Second base umpire Steven Jashinsky, and Sean Barber over at third. And now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good movement on some of his breaking stuff in this inning.
He's had very good command of his pitches so far in this ballgame. He threw a great changeup for the punch out against Kurtz, and now a couple really good breaking balls here in this inning. One to Rooker and now to Bolte.
Tyone ahead 0-2 to Bolte. Here's a high fly ball to left. It is playable for Ian Happ virtually in his tracks, and he'll make the catch, and that's out number 2. The announcement of the umpires we gave you, sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. 2 down, the batter, Jeff McNeil.
JMO with that breaking ball, probably not the best one he's thrown. He got away with that one. That was in the middle of the plate. And he is kind of marching around the mound, trying to talk to himself about making sure he keeps that ball out of the middle of the plate.
McNeil, longtime New York Met. First time we've seen him wearing the different uniform. Hitting .251, 2 home runs. He's driven in 15. And the pitch on the way. Ground ball right side toward the hole. Cutting it off and bobbling the ball is Horner. And everybody is going to be safe. It's going to be a base hit. It might have hit the lip where the grass and the dirt meet on the edge of the infield where it becomes the outfield, and we'll wait to see how they score it. It is a base hit.
This is going to be one of them plays for Nico. If he catches this ball cleanly, I don't know if he's going to be able to throw McNeil out. He runs very well.
2 outs, men at the corners for Zach Geloff. Swinging a foul back by the right-handed batting third baseman. The announcement of the umpires, sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. The Athletics have not changed the colors of their uniforms for at least a half a century, maybe longer. Gray shirts and trousers, green and yellow are the other predominant colors. Swing and a miss. They wear green hats with yellow bills. Green numbers on the back of their gray uniforms. Cubs in their home whites. Blue numbers and hats and pinstripes and socks. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Zach Geloff is out on strikes as he chased a low outside breaking ball. Despite the A's getting a leadoff single, they do not score. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Cubs 1.
And Melendez socks one deep right field, right down the line. Stowers to the corner, and it's out of here. First career walk-off RBI for MJ Melendez.
Oh, baby! Brian Reynolds clears the deck. Pirates win it on a Friday night in the Berg. Back it goes! Let's go! This team, man, unbelievable.
Blake Dunn going back, leaps at the wall, Dunn on the spin, and he brought it in. He robs a homer.
Well, that was a terrific play.
Take a good look. You won't see it. Tovar has walked off the Giants.
Tovar hits his second of the night.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Baseball season, one veteran will be honored on air each game as our Veteran of the Game. Nominate yours at thescorechicago.com today. Sponsored by JeffBuysYourHouse.com. Veteran-led and trusted since 2007.
Bryce Matthews, who struck out looking his first time up. Matthews getting the start in left field tonight. Matthews hits it in the air pretty well to center.
Plumbing emergency? Chicagoland depends on Plumbers 911. Licensed professional local 130 plumbers are available 24/7 for fast, reliable help. Call 833-PLUM-911. Local 130 plumbers get the job done right the first time.
Cooking with Clark, presented by Reynolds and Hefty.
Ian Happ fouls it down the right field line. Go ahead, Zach.
So Cooking with Clark, presented by Reynolds and Hefty, is back, Pat, on select Cubs Family Sundays. The first is Sunday, June 7th, with 200 dessert samples after the demo. Head to Gallagher Way pregame. That sounds cool.
200 dessert samples?
Yum, yum.
Now, 195 I could understand, but 200?
Be about 180 when the Zaidman crew gets through that line.
0-2 on Ian Happ.
If the Coomer crew went through there, it'd be, might not be much left for the rest of the group.
Yeah, batting right-handed, takes low and inside and gets hit by the pitch. And now the A's are going to squawk a little bit and say he didn't really make a dramatic effort to avoid being hit by that pitch.
Yeah. That's not part of the rules. You don't have to try to get out of the way. That pitch hit Ian in back right foot. Feel like a Bosch prediction brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Feel like a Bosch. I think today pitching is going to be the key with the wind blowing in today. I think there'll only be one home run hit, and I think the Cubs will hit it.
Carson Kelly at the plate, hitting .289. Carson takes outside. Carson's been one of the most consistent Cubs offensive players all year. Continues to get his hits. He's got a couple of homers. He's driven in 17. Here comes the 1-0. Lifted foul and out of play.
All season he's been between like 290 to 305, somewhere in there. You know, that's right where he's at now, 289. I mean, he's been right there all year long.
You just don't see as many guys hitting 300 or above these days, Ron, as in maybe 20 or 30 years ago. Here's a high fly ball to center. Should be routine for Bolte. Coming in now and making the catch, and that's out number 1. Now, let me ask you this. There aren't as many 300 hitters. Are the pitchers that much better these days, or are the hitters just not as good as they used to be?
Well, I think there's twofold. I think pitching, you know, guys are throwing a little bit harder than they did before.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Guys are bigger and stronger. And then I think the hitting theory has pushed away from, you know, how guys hit.
Michael Busch hits a base hit into right. Happ's going to round second and hold on as the throw comes in. Happ had an idea of maybe trying for third, but he made the right decision in stopping at second base. 2 men on, 1 away. Cubs lead by a run. And now the batter, Kevin Alcantara.
You know, I think getting back to your question, I think when you look at big league clubs, how many slashing type hitters do you see in the league nowadays? You know, they're just few and far between. I think teams are starting to realize that you need more of those guys if you're going to be a well-balanced offense. And having everybody try to hook and pull the ball in the air is, you know, it's not working for everybody.
Alcantara takes down low. Kevin, tall, lanky, strong, right-handed batter. Open stance, hits out of a little bit of a crouch. Red batting gloves on either hand. Waiting for the 1-0 pitch. Alcantara checks and takes a strike. 1-1. Again, Gage jump, making only his second big league appearance here tonight. Gave up a run in the first. And the Cubs threatening here in the second. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. The 1-1 bounce to short. Hernandez goes to second. They get 1, and the throw to first not in time. Alcantara beats the relay barely. Out at second is Busch. 2 down men at first and third, and here's Dansby Swanson.
Alcantara with those long strides to first just barely beats this throw. Pretty good pivot at second base, I'll say that. Neal got rid of that, but I didn't think they had a chance. And he made that play pretty close.
He's always been a good fielder, Ron.
Very good. Kind of that old school way of the pivot at second. He came across the bag, and it's almost like he misdirects the ball to first. It just kind of never really catches the baseball.
Dansby Swanson struggling of late. Let's see if he can snap out of it here. The runner at first goes, a pitch low, throw to second base, and trying to score, but unable to because the out is recorded at second base. The shortstop, Hernandez, caught the ball and then ran Alcantara back toward first and tagged him out just before the runner at third, Ian Happ, could cross home plate. So it's a caught stealing.
Coming off AL Player of the Week honors.
Swanson will lead off the next inning. Cubs don't score. We go to the third. Cubs 1, Athletics nothing. On the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans.
How do you go from a triple play to a two-way star through a bracelet and a babe? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
This story starts way back in the early 20th century.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where you go? And he said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before, both across the country and around the world.
I'm holding Babe Ruth back.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
A lot of baseball fans have some familiarity with the T206 American Tobacco card set. Of course, features the famous Hannes Wagner card. What we have here are 3 cards from the lesser-known T230.
Top 3, Cubs leading the A's 1-0. Currently 65 degrees and clear at Wrigley Field. Wind blowing in from left. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fees.
All right, Zach. Darrell Hernandez bounces one to short, fielded by Swanson. He throws to first in time. That was actually a 1-0 pitch that he grounded out on. One away, back to the top of the order for Carlos Cortez. And the lights are on. Tonight's game is powered by ComEd. Cubs got a run in the first. Alex Bregman credited with the RBI, bouncing out, driving in Nico Horner. Carlos Cortez, the Athletics leadoff batter, will take down low. Just getting started in this homestand. 3 games against the Athletics. All games at night. Swing and a miss. And 3 games against the Giants. All games in the... Well, let's see. Friday and Saturday games are in the daytime, and Sunday is a night game. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball to second, should be routine for Horner. It is, and that's out number 2. Cubs lead 1-0. The batter, Nick Kurtz.
J-Mo making some pitches and getting some routine ground balls here in the third. Gotta like to see that. Third innings brought to you by Consumers Credit Union. People in your corner who stand up for you wherever you go. Consumers Credit Union.
Today, a very sad day in baseball history. The legendary Lou Gehrig passed away on this date many, many years ago. It was 1941 at the age of 37. What a shame. Swinging a foul back. And the disease which took his life, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, still is a nemesis, and it still is a mystery to the medical community. It's commonly now known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Deep drive to left center, back toward the wall, and that ball is gone. I mentioned Nick Kurtz had power to the opposite field with 3 homers to left in his 4-homer game in Houston a year ago. And he has just homered to left center in this particular plate appearance, and this ball game is tied 1-1.
Now this pitch from Taillon, a little breaking ball that he wants away, and it comes back to the middle of the plate. And he wants it, that backdoor hook, but when you throw from out to the strike zone and you make a mistake, it's in the middle.
Shea Langolier is the batter. He'll take a strike. Ball game tied at 1 for Kurtz, his 11th of the year, his 42nd when batted in. And that is impressive opposite field power that he has.
Yeah, that was right in the teeth of the wind, too. That was a line drive bullet.
Now the 1-1. Bouncing ball to short, scooped up by Swanson. He'll toss across in time. 1 run, 1 hit, the homer by Kurtz. Middle of inning number 3. Cubs 1, Athletics 1 on the score. And the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The 2-2. Tipped into the glove. Hung on to by Wells. And Cole has fanned Witt 2 down.
Well, I really like the free-flowing delivery from the windup from Garrett Cole. He looks so smooth, right? Everything's flowing, under control. And then right at the end, some zip on that fastball by a really good fastball hitter.
Swing and a miss on another changeup.
To finish him off, fastball in previously, changeup fading away. So from 96 to 86, we've seen knuckle curves down in the low 80s. We've seen sliders in the mid to upper 80s.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, chasing a slider. A 1-2-3-4 for Cole. He has already struck out 7, 8 pitches he needed in the 4th. Yeah. Not there. Strikeout number 9 for Garrett Cole. He is absolutely shoving through 5 innings.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Swanson's on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com.
Okay, Zach, we go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-1 ball game. Dansby Swanson was up there when the Cubs tried that double steal to end the 2nd inning. And the pitch to Swanson is in there for a strike. Got some information regarding ALS if you'd like to find out more and know where to donate for that insidious disease. Go to MLBtogether.com/ALS. And I'm sure, Ron, you've known some people, and I've known some people, and it's horristric. Just one of the worst things you can imagine that could happen to a human being.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It strips you of.
Fly ball by Swanson to right. Pretty well hit. Going back and making the catch in deep right is Cortez. Swanson is gone. 1 away. Here's Horner.
Yeah, it strips you of everything except for your mind. You know, and your body ends up just deteriorating to nothing. We all know, and you've got to know, but I got to know him pretty well with Steve McMichael with the Bears, and it was unbelievable what that disease did to him. And as the fighter that he was, he stayed alive for a long time. But it's just sad. And we've all been touched. We've all had friends, family members, somebody touched with ALS. And we need to figure out how to fix that. That is for sure.
Here comes the 1-0 now to Nico Horner from the lefty Gage jump. And Horner takes high. Thank goodness Steve was aware of going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame before he passed. Horner scored the Cubs run in the 1st inning after singling and stealing second base. And the 2-0 is going to be in there for a strike.
Steve McMichael, one of the, when you talk about coming to the ballpark here, had one of the funnier moments when he get kicked out of the game.
And you played a role in that moment, Ron.
Sorry. I had to say sorry to him. I ended up buying a lot of rounds of drinks, through the years for Mongo.
We can retell that story. Plenty of time.
We're still 3rd inning. Yeah, we're good.
2-1 to Nico, fouled away. You're on, Ron.
But I was on 3rd base, and I was coming home, and I slid in, and I get called out. I was safe, and Angel Hernandez was the home plate umpire, and I spiked my helmet at home plate. I might have been a little upset. And the helmet came flying right up past my face.
Well, wouldn't that have been something? Never mind.
No, we don't want to go there, yeah. And so, you get a little bit mad, partner, just a little bit. And I took my helmet and I spiked it right at home plate, and it shot up right past my face. I felt it startled me. And I'm like, okay, that's enough of that argument. We've already... But the funny part of the whole thing is, one, I was safe. But the funny part is, in the seventh inning stretch, Steve sang in the seventh inning stretch. So Mongo was singing, and afterwards, he said that he would take care of that problem with the home plate umpire, Angel Hernandez.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Nico fouls it away.
And Angel didn't see the humor in that. I don't understand why, but he just did not see the humor in that. And just so you know, by the eighth inning, Mongo was drinking across the street at Murphy's. So the story ended well. Yeah, it had a happy ending, and we won the game. So
going inside Nico, he gets the one-out walk. But that was a rare display of fury on your part. Normally a very gentlemanly and calm and sensible human being, Ron, and probably took quite a while for you to get over that yourself.
Sure.
I'm just glad that helmet didn't whack you right in the jaw.
Well, you think you're happy.
High fly ball right center. Back goes Bolte. The center fielder makes the catch. Tagging is Nico, but it's only a bluff as the throw comes back in. So Pete just missed. It's going to be a tough night to homer in most of the ballpark. I'm not sure, Ron, where it would carry the best in these conditions.
I would think the ball hit at the 368 mark to right center, that either hooks by a lefty or slices might not be affected so much. The ball hit the left, you're going to have to hit that low line drive like, I call them Oakland, but like the A's just did last inning, where you get a little protection with the wind from the scoreboard and left.
Bregman fouls it away off to the right.
I might have called them Oakland in the pregame show. Might have.
You're not the only one.
Yeah, I caught myself. I was drafted by the A's originally. It's my first minor league team.
And did you sign with them or not?
I did, yes, I did. Yeah,
okay.
I played multiple years in the system.
Can you give us in-depth details of your first contract?
Well, we weren't dining at like, Wildfire or Capitol Grill or one of them. We were
not yet.
More like the hot dog McDonald's type situation. Yeah.
So it was kind of a handshake, and we're glad to have you here, son.
Yeah. I don't know about the handshake either.
Here is a swing and a foul back. I'll tell you what, though, there are a whole lot of teams who wish they would have drafted you.
Yeah, they're giving Nico second base.
Is there a catcher's interference on the last play?
Was this not a foul ball and the ball went out of play? I think that might be it. The ball was not foul tipped. It hits the catcher's glove and then goes down and bounces into the netting and then sticks in the netting, and a fan grabs the ball. So Nico is awarded second base for the ball going out of play.
Let's see if Bregman can come through. Nope, he pops it up. The first baseman, Kurtz, will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs don't score. It's on to inning number 4. Cubs 1, Athletics 1 on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Ian.
Baldwin has been the impact player today offensively for the Braves, and now he hits one high in the air to left center field. Clark surveying. He leaps. He got it. Denzel Clark, his first home run robbery of the year, comes in Atlanta. That's why he's out there. A Superman catch from Clark.
And he tracks it the entire way. Times his leap like he's been playing center field here at Truist Park for 10 years.
Shattered bat, and it catches Tommy Lasorda. He pops right back up.
and he's all right.
Tommy's saying, I'm all right. Of course I'm all right.
His score, you throw out the lowest and the highest, he gets a 9.8 for this.
Why do I keep thinking Humpty Dumpty here? Had a great fall.
Look at this. They're going to bring him, what, a jacket?
No, it's a chest protector.
A chest protector.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh, my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards of memories.
The out-of-town scoreboard sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Tigers all over the Rays, 8-0. Top of the 8th in Tampa. Gleyber Torres started the festivities with a leadoff shot for Detroit.
Meanwhile, Zach, we go to the 4th inning here at Wrigley. It's a 1-1 game. What else you got?
Bryce Harper, a 2-run shot, his 14th. Phillies lead the Padres 3-2 in the last of the 7th.
Jamison Tyone to Tyler Soderstrom. Here's a bouncing ball to short. A charging Swanson gloves it. Makes a running flip throw to first in time. One away. Tie game in the 4th. What else, Zach?
And the first out is sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that. The Orioles lead the Red Sox 4-2 in the top of the 8th. Pete Alonso with a 2-run home run, number 12 on the year for him. Marlins lead the Nationals 4-2, bottom of the 7th inning in Washington.
Swing and a miss by Rooker, 0-1.
Bottom 5, Guardians 5, Yankees 4. The Royals lead the Reds 3-1. They're in the middle of the 7th. Michael Massey with a 2-run single.
All of the field now is in the shade. No more streaks of light. Light's beginning to have an effect, but still plenty of daylight. As we approach the 8 o'clock hour local time, here comes the 1-1 pitch to Rooker. And it's taken high for a ball. These are becoming some of the longer days in terms of daylight in the calendar year. I believe June the 20th is the longest or the most daylight hours in any one day. Right around there.
Now, Pat, we got some guests in the booth from Sloan. Peggy Gilmore is here, and she's got some guests. Now, they were very much involved today with
deep drive to left down the line, curling and going foul out of play.
With all that's been going on here at the ballpark in Gallagher Way with, trying to raise money for, ALS and the disease. Peggy, they had a dunk tank today, and I don't necessarily know if I was keen on the whole idea, but I did say yes. Peggy talked me into it. And so Taylor McGregor and I were the two that got dunked, along with Johnny Vincent a little later. And
what a good sport you were, though, Ron.
We'll go with that. Yep. Some of the people throwing the ball, I might have got on them a little bit before they were throwing to kind of, make it a little more difficult on them. But, thanks to Peggy and the Sloan people.
Line drive base hit to center by Rooker, a 1-out single. Game tied at 1 in the 4th, and the batter Henry Bolte.
Well, we were just talking, Peggy, right before you got here, that how much this disease has affected all of us and all of our friends and family, and I know you have. Yep. So we've all been affected, and Sloan's done a very, very good job, you spearheading it, and trying to raise more money to try to get rid of this crazy disease.
Botte swings and misses. 0-1. Well, that really is kind of you and Peggy and everyone to put in so much time and effort to try to raise money to fight ALS. Swinging a bouncing ball wide of third. That's going to be a base hit. Rounding second and holding on is the runner Rooker. Back-to-back singles as Bolte hits one through the left side. And the batter now is Jeff McNeil.
Now McNeil, a guy that puts the ball on the ground a lot, he's kind of a slashing hitter. When you hit like that, you can be vulnerable to the double play, but he's also a very good contact guy and shoots the ball around the field.
McNeil had an infield single his first time, left-handed batter. And the pitch hit in the air, a pop fly down the left field line, racing in, Happ going out, Bregman. Happ makes a sliding catch, what a play. And throws to second, not in time. He almost doubled up the runner there, Rooker. Great catch by Happ, sliding on his knees and coming at a pretty good clip and made the catch during the slide. Not routine at all.
No, very nice play. And, you know, there's the trio of guys going out, and then one guy has to take control of the play. And that usually should be the outfielder, and that's exactly what Ian does, making a nice sliding catch.
2 outs, 2 on. Zach Geloff, the batter. He's a right-handed hitting third baseman. Tyone with 2 on and 2 down. Fires a strike, 0-1. Rooker away from second. Bolte off of first. Tyone's 0-1. Geloff takes low and away, and it's even.
Now, Peggy's in her booth. I got a text as we were starting the broadcast from Johnny Vincent. Now, I got dunked once with ball. I might have had some influence on a young kid moving way up close to the target to dunk Taylor once.
There's a line drive, base hit to center over a leaping Horner. A run is going to score. The throw by PCA is late to the plate as Geloff singles to drive in Brent Rooker, and the Athletics have taken a 2-1 lead.
That's a little fastball about bell tie in the middle of the plate, just gets hit right back where it came from and ends up in the center field driving in a run. That'll bring out Tommy Hotovy to go out and talk to Jamison Tyone.
We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams, Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score, in Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
So I was saying, Taylor and I was out there first, and then Taylor, and we got dunked once in the dunk tank. But then as we were about to go on, Zach was probably on with the pregame show. I got a text from Johnny Vincent, one of our buddies, as we all know, our anthem singer here. He got dunked 6 times.
Did he really?
That's a lot of getting in and out of the water, Peg. I'm just saying. You're going to hear from Johnny, I'm sure.
Daryl Hernandez, the batter. Hernandez will take a strike, and it's 0-1. Did he yell "hey" on each one and then extend just the way he does during the anthem? Here's the 0-1, a swing and a miss.
See,
and they count nothing in 2.
See, I think what it is, I really do, is I think Johnny Vincent's too nice. He's a great, big, strong guy, and he's very nice. Now, me on the other hand, I'm not that nice.
Yes, you are.
See, I was chirping at the people throwing to get in their head a little bit, so I didn't get dunked in the water. And it worked for the most part.
Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Well, Ronnie, it's very charitable of you to participate. And John and Taylor McGregor, we commend all.
They say it's a game of numbers. Pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
deep at second. Ernie Clement makes the grab and takes a hit away.
Nice play. Gets up and oh, what a pick by Ortiz.
They're headed by Bregman. Good play. Great play, in fact. He gets it.
Oh, good catch. Diving catch by Mangum in center field.
Coming to the rescue. Coming, dives and makes the catch.
Haggerty going back, still going back, and he gets there and he makes the catch.
Line drive, clubbed by Pena. The throw in time. What a play by JP.
Judge on the run, dives and makes the catch. Oh, what a play from Aaron Judge.
Long way to go for Tawa. What a play by Timmy Tawa.
Right field, long run, Saya. And sliding, he was able to haul that one in.
Into left, going back. Henderson. Goodness. What a rangy play by Gunnar Henderson.
Leaping forward is Vasquez, and he makes the grab.
Sending Martin back, still going, and Martin makes an unbelievable catch.
Fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Download Club Citco today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Seiya Suzuki will lead off the bottom of the fourth inning and take a strike. Cubs got a run right away. Base hits by Horner and Crow Armstrong led off the bottom of the first. Alex Bregman ended up grounding out to drive in the first run of the game. Next offering down low, 1-1, but the A's have come back. The Athletics got a run on a home run by Nick Kurtz in the third to tie the game, and now they have a 2-1 lead after scoring on a base hit by Zach Geloff in the top of this fourth. The 1-1 from Gage Jump. And the next pitch looped into shallow center. Going out the second baseman, McNeil backpedaling now, makes the catch. Never took his eye off the ball and made a nice play, one down.
I think McNeil, being with the Mets, he's played in this ballpark quite a few times here, and he knows that Wrigley can be, you know, the wind can really affect some balls, so he did not take his eye off the ball, as you said, Pat. Made a nice play going out in short center field.
Here's Ian Happ stepping in. Happ hit by a pitch his first time. Takes outside. Ian batting right-handed. Had some good games on the road trip in Pittsburgh and St. Louis. There comes the 1-0. Happ will look at a strike and the count even. We'll be right back out here again tomorrow night for the middle game of this three-game series. Colin Ray against Jeffrey Springs. Shota Imanaga set to pitch the Thursday night game. The A's have not yet decided. Fly ball foul to right, twisting out of play. Well, the glare on one of the office buildings is intense out beyond the right field fence right now. It's hard to not look there, but kind of hurts your eyes if you do.
Be blinded by the light.
Is that Manfred Mann, song written by the boss? Bruce Springsteen. There's a pitch outside, 2-2.
It qualifies right now.
It sure does. I'm sure it's not very good for your eyes to look at it for very long. And now the 2-2 on the way to Happ. And he'll take strike three call. Happ is gone. Won't make it two away here in the fourth inning. A's on top 2-1, and the batter Carson Kelly.
Ian looking for something off speed, I got to believe, and that time Jump painted the outside corner with a fastball. Happer knew it.
I mentioned McNeil used to play for the Mets. He was teammates with Jacob deGrom, and I was reading about deGrom last night. deGrom now with Texas beats St. Louis 2-1. It was career win number 100 for Jacob deGrom, and it occurred on his son Nolan's third birthday.
Oh, wow, cool.
5 shutout innings of pitching for Jacob deGrom. We saw him beat the Cubs about a month ago.
Yeah.
He still throws extremely hard. Here's the 0-1 to Kelly. Down low for a ball.
Well, he missed almost 2 seasons with arm issues with Tommy John and then re-injuring. And, last year he threw pretty well. This year you can tell he's confident again with his stuff.
The Giants are up in Milwaukee. They got hammered by the Brewers last night, 16-2. Breaking ball is low to Kelly. The Giants are going to be at Wrigley this weekend. Milwaukee in a 16-2 win had no home runs, which surprised me, Ron. 18 hits, though. Milwaukee now has won 6 out of 7. Fastball strike. Milwaukee 3 straight division titles. And in first place right now, clearly they are the team to beat.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Milwaukee leading the Giants right now, 3-0 in the 5th inning. In Milwaukee, the 2-2 to Kelly. Line drive caught by McNeil at second base. Inning over. Cubs do nothing. We go to the 5th. Zach joins Ron in a moment. 2-1 Athletics in the lead on the score and the Northwest.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Looking for the best team in the American League? You got to go to Tampa.
And the Rays have won another.
The Rays are cooking, and they're doing it with their own special recipe. It starts on the mound where Drew Rasmussen, Steven Matz, Nick Martinez, and Big Mac Shane McClanahan are holding it down.
And a big swing and miss. He's got him with the hard stuff.
This rotation is just suffocating opposing hitters, pitching to a sub-3 ERA, backed by a lights-out bullpen. At the disc, Junior Caminero is proving he's an elite middle-of-the-order masher.
And that one's going to go. Home run, Caminero.
And don't sleep on Jonathan Aranda and Yandy Diaz bats either. Those 3 have combined to drive in more than 90 runs already this season. Playing in the same division as the Yankees, Tampa will need to maintain their momentum. Maybe even kick it up a notch. But this season's Rays seem to be up to any challenge.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
You can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball in Chicago sports every weekday from 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score and the Odyssey app. Top of the 5th here at Wrigley Field. It's the A's with a 2-1 lead over the Cubs. Carlos Cortez at the plate. Jamison Tyone on the mound, and the first pitch is a fastball for a strike. 0-1 the count. 92 miles per hour right down the middle. Wind blowing in from left as Tyone delivers, and Cortez looks at a ball off the outside, 1-1. Bregman, the third baseman, playing in. He's almost directly halfway between second and third. Here's the pitch. Way outside, 2-1 now on Cortez. Swanson, the shortstop, up the middle, just to the left of the bag. Nico Horner playing the left-handed hitting Cortez to pull. The pitch misses off the outside again, a curveball. It's now 3-1. Cortez is 0 for 2 tonight, couple of groundouts, and the 3-1. Fouled out of play just to the left of us.
Yeah, that's J-Mo's pitch, that backdoor breaking ball, whether it's a curve, a cutter. You know, when he throws that pitch to the lefties and he's got great command of it, he is tough to hit. He just missed a couple times with that pitch.
The count now 3-2. Cortez digs in. Tyone working on the first base side of the rubber. He rocks back and deals. The payoff pitch whacked in the air to left. Ranging over toward the foul line and making the catch in fair territory is Ian Happ. One away.
A good pitch up and out over the plate to just get the routine fly ball to Ian.
The first out, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that. Here comes the dangerous Nick Kurtz. The slugging first baseman homered his last time up. Here's the pitch. Way outside, 1-0. The A's with a 2-1 lead. Cubs struck first, scoring in the first on a RBI on a ground out by Alex Bregman. A 1-0 delivery to Kurtz. Off the outside, 2-0. Kurtz tied up the game with an opposite field shot to left center. And then in the fourth, Zach Geloff with a ribby single to put the A's on top, 2-1. Here's the 2-0. Called strike changeup from Tyone, 2-1.
That's that outside corner to the lefties again. He's really able to use all of his pitches on that spot of the plate in the strike zone.
That pitch misses off the outside, 3-1, but he was trying to do what you talked about.
Yeah, you throw the change, then he went with the fastball away. He'll throw the backdoor cutter.
The 3-1. Geloff pops it up, left side. Bregman racing over, but this one is in the stands. Out of play, 3-2.
Yeah, with that wind blowing in today, the way it's blowing, any ball down the lines that's popped up just gets blown right into the seats.
So it's a full count with Kurtz at the plate. He's got 11 home runs now on the year. Tyone is ready. And here comes the payoff pitch. That misses low, a changeup, ball 4. So Kurtz heads to first with 1 away here in the top of the 5th.
Well, now the big thing is this is the part of the lineup. The top 3 or 4 hitters have really done well this season. So putting a guy on, that's the hard part when you're facing this top 3 or 4 in this lineup here with Oakland. So now you got to do a good job of trying to induce a ground ball or something. But Langoliers has been, well, you look at those numbers, that's pretty good. 290, 14 bombs, and 30 driven in.
Extremely powerful right-handed batter. Tyone is ready. Here's the pitch. And Langoliers takes a strike, a cutter on the outside edge, 0-1.
I would say the 30 RBIs is where it's at, for the simple reason that he's such a good hitter. You really want someone else to do the damage against you than pitching to him.
Kurtz at first, 1 away. Here's the 0-1. Langoliers fouls it back off the screen. 0-2. Looked like a cutter from Tyone.
Yeah, a little cutter right in the outside corner. Langoliers had a great swing. Big rip at it, but that's the effectiveness of that pitch by JMO. It comes in and it's outer third, and then as it gets to the hitting zone, it just kind of slides across the zone and you're under it and you foul it off.
There's a big hole on the right side of the infield with Bush holding on Kurtz at first and Horner up the middle just to the right of the bag. Tyone sets above the belt, and here comes the 0-2. Popped up, right side, foul territory. Bush racing over near the dugout. Does he have a play? No, it bangs off the roof of the visiting dugout along the first base line, out of play. Count remains 0-2.
Yeah, Bush, he thought he had a play on that ball, and I'm telling you, when that ball starts coming down and the wind gets a hold of it, it just blows it right to the seats.
Throw to first. Kurtz gets back standing up. Langoliers 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out. Right-handed batter, open stance, hits out of a crouch. Kurtz extends his lead off the first base bag. He's got 6 steals this year. Tyone is ready. A long set. And now the 0-2. And a pop fly center field routine for Crow Armstrong. He's under it. Makes the catch. 2 away.
Good pitches by Tyone. And it's another one, little breaking ball, whether it's a slider, cutter, what's not a curveball, but sliding across the zone in perfect location just below the zone on the outside corner. There's not much you're going to be able to do with that as a hitter.
Tyler Soderstrom digs in, the cleanup man, 1 for 2 with a single. The pitch. Foul back just below us to the left, 0-1. The change in speeds, cutter, fastball, changeup, breaking ball, what does that do to a hitter?
Well, the whole idea of pitching is disrupting the timing of the hitter and getting you off balance and not on the speed that you're swinging at. So that's J-Mo's big thing, is to try to go back and forth with speed. And I think what you're going to see from him here coming up now is him pitching inside more. I think hitters are starting to try to be on his pitches away. So I think the way you combat that as a pitcher is you got to start pitching inside.
The next pitch is line caught via the backhand by Bregman, who was playing where a shortstop normally would and angled toward the foul line, making the catch for out number 3. Kurtz is stranded at first.
This is going to be one of those games that you're going to have to fight the elements. And I don't think that'll be the last bat toss we see tonight.
I would imagine not. As he slid behind Neto, took out his legs, but Neto held on to the ball.
Check out what our cameras caught. That's right. Smacking himself in the face. He really likes to pump himself up and make himself angry.
Oh, he used the hat. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, take a bow.
All right.
Absolutely.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, someone that's just nailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
The Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
On Friday, June 5th, the Cubs take on the Giants at 1:20 in the afternoon. Up to the first 5,000 early arriving fans of the Budweiser bleachers, 21 and older, receive a Cubs 1910 replica jersey presented by Budweiser. Be sure to arrive early. Last of the 5th, Michael Busch digs in, and the first pitch from Gage Jump misses outside. And the A's are going to challenge this.
Ball strike challenges sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
Turns out it did not miss. It's called strike. Just nipped the outside edge. So the call is overturned, and the count is now 0-1 with Michael Busch at the plate. We're in the bottom of the 5th. A's 2, Cubs 1. Busch singled his first time up. Jump. Rocks back. High leg kick and pitch. And Busch taps it foul off to the right. 0-2.
See, now, when we were talking earlier today in your pregame show, we were talking about Jump and the little bit of deception he's got with the delivery. Mm-hmm. That just showed up there. Michael Busch thought that ball was probably 4 or 5 inches farther out off the plate. They're out off the plate, but it's that little bit of three-quarter deception in the delivery that you just don't see the ball as well, and because of that, Michael challenged, and that most of the ball was in the strike zone.
The 0-2 is a ground ball hit on the right side, fielded on one leg by McNeil. His throw to first is in time. Busch is retired. One away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A's with a 2-1 lead over the Cubs. It'll bring up Kevin Alcantara.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs. Also, First Out is always sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
The sun beginning to set. Here's the pitch to Alcantara. And a high fly ball hit to shallow center. Coming in and making the catch, Bolte for out number 2. And that'll bring up Dansby Swanson.
Slow fastball away And right on the outside corner at the knees, Alcantara just couldn't quite get the barrel to it.
So here's Swanson, who flied out to right his first time up. 0 for 1, now hitting at 182 on the year. A left-hander, Gage jump, works his motion and deals. And Swanson looks at a ball, a slider that missed. Swanson, just a tick of an open stance, hits out of a crouch, uses a toe tap. Jump delivers, high and outside, 2-0. A reminder that all opponent pitching changes are sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com. Now the 2-0. Swanson fouls it on the ground off to the left, 2-1. The wind pattern has changed slightly. Now it's blowing straight in.
It's blowing in, but not exceptionally hard. I mean, we've seen it a lot harder than this. So, if you hit one, the ball will carry. Straightaway center is going to be tough to hit a homer, but the ball will carry.
The 2-1 is a called strike, a slider that spun into the zone, 2-2, right along the outside edge, about knee-high.
Yep, just caught the corner. DJ Rayburn behind home plate today. He always rates out as one of the very best ball strike umpires we have in the game, if not the best.
The 2-2. Swanson pops it foul out of play off to the right.
He does an excellent job of calling balls and strikes.
So does that mean if you're a hitter and you may disagree because it's a guy who's trusted with the metrics, you go, you know what? You're right.
Yeah. He doesn't have a lot of guys arguing with him because most of the time he's right. And it really makes you mad when you're a hitter, but you just know you're like, I just need to be quiet.
Swanson waits for the 2-2. Jump delivers. And Dansby fouls it back. 98-mile-per-hour heater.
Dansby with a good swing at that. That's the pitch he has to hit. When he gets that fastball in the strike zone, inner half, that's his pitch. Just underneath. Just drop down a little bit on that backside and just pull the trigger, but under.
The 2-2. Swanson swings and misses the ball off the glove of the catcher, Langoliers. He fields and flips to first. Mark that one down. Strikeout, 2-3. And that ends the fifth inning as the Cubs go down in order. We head to inning number 6, A's 2.
Can we recognize the athleticism of the elite security down there?
Unbelievable. I give it a 10. Pretty good.
Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, come on, Joe Ryan.
It's all part of the experience.
This is an experience tonight. Oh, look out. In between the legs of Jose Altuve, almost clipped his buddy in the on-deck circle.
Hey, that'll wake you up.
And Fortes is able to hang on to the foul tip.
Fortes getting a little help from the love handle there.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs, Sloan has supported fans with hygienic restroom products at Reagular Field for over a century. Today, Sloan's bottle fillers provide Cub fans with clean drinking water while helping reduce plastic waste. This season, Sloan continues to redefine what smart restroom design looks like. Learn more at sloan.com and go Cubs go. Athletics on top 2-1 as we go to the sixth inning. Jamison Tyone facing Tyler Soderstrom. And the first pitch is outside. We're going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game here as we move along. Nice crowd, great bleacher crowd, upper deck, pretty well populated. I'll get us started in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. I'm going to guess 36,863. 36863. Cubs got a run in the first if you're just joining us. Nico Horner single, stole second. There's a high fly ball, deep left center field. Going back is Pete Crow Armstrong on the track at the wall, makes the catch. Right near the 368 marker in deep left center, and that's going to be out number one. Soderstrom just missed. And here is Brent Rooker.
Rooker hits this ball, and it just about goes out of the ballpark. The wind has kind of died down, Pat, a little bit, I think. Last inning we were talking, it changed direction coming in from straight center, and now it seems to be dying. That ball kept going. It kind of carried.
I think we're getting the exact attendance figure. Since there's only been one guess,
I don't know what was just said, but my guess is 36,065.
Let me guess, that was precisely what the answer was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Very clever move, Ron. You almost fooled somebody. 2 balls and no strikes.
What are they putting in this coffee tonight?
Here's the 2-0 to Bolte. Bolte has singled and flied out. Well, let's be on the honor system. What were you going to guess? This could be asking for a lot of trouble, but let's play the honor system tonight.
I was going to say 36,000 after your guess of 36.8.
I guess the honor system went right out the window. Here's a curveball. Swung on and missed, and the count 2-2.
That's fine. I changed my guess by 65. I thought that was pretty good.
Very big of you. Zach, what was your guess going to be?
36,100.
Looks like you lose.
Okay. I'm starting to think the honor system was a rather feeble idea. Here is a swing and a miss, strike 3, and Bolte is out number 2.
There's one more guy in the booth. He's pretty honorable. I don't know about the rest of us.
He actually is.
Paul Zarang, I'm counting on you. What was your guess going to be?
Paul said his guess was really going to be, and I give him credit for this, 37,922. And I think for that, he should win.
I guessed right on the number.
Let's not get carried away here, Zach. Jeff McNeil, the batter. Down low to McNeil, 1 ball and no strikes.
What do you say, Zach? A win's a win.
Very true.
2 outs, nobody on. McNeil will have a count now of 1-1.
Honestly, what was your guess going to be? That's what you asked me.
The old honor system. That's why the honor system has kind of gone out of style in a lot of parts of our society. Down low in the count, 1-2. I thought it was kind of a noble suggestion until I heard your answers. Now the windup and the 1-2 to McNeil. And he'll take outside 2-2. McNeil with a single and a fly out to left. He's the one who hit the ball where Happ made a terrific sliding catch. Probably the top defensive play by the Cubs in this game. The 2-2 drilled foul deep to right. I've always liked the nice smooth swing that McNeil has. He's not a big guy, Ron, but every once in a while he'll muscle up and hit a long home run.
Yep, he is a guy, there were a few years he was with New York. He was one of the league's leading hitters and slashed the ball around. Always been a good, solid contact hitter.
He swings and fouls it back. 2-1 Athletics lead, 6th inning. Bases empty. Cubs got their run in the first. Athletics scoring single runs in the 3rd and 4th. McNeil drives one to left. Going back is Happ with room. He's got it. 3 up, 3 down. Tyone pitching a good ball game. Let's see if the Cubs can get him some runs. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Athletics 2, Cubs 1.
Now it's O'Neill Cruz, the 3-1 pitch. High fly ball to right field. Look at this blast. This Cruz missile's headed toward the Allegheny. Oh, baby. Number 12 for O'Neill Cruz, a no-doubter. O'Neill Cruz centered that pitch. 450-foot monster blast, 111 exit velo.
My goodness, does he hit the ball hard. That ball was nuked. Absolutely nuked.
I'm going to go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some...
Crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Great clips. It's gonna be great.
Nico Horner's on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Huh?
Nico Horner leads it off here, bottom of the 6th inning. Cubs down by a run. Nico singled and stole a bag and scored the Cubs' only run in the 1st inning. It was driven in by Alex Bregman with a bounce out to 3rd. Crow Armstrong on deck, and then Bregman in this 6th inning.
Let's see what's on tap here in this 6th inning. Sponsored by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. It's 3rd time through the lineup now for the Cubs here in the 6th. See if Nico can jumpstart this offense here a little bit.
Here's a drive toward left center in the gap, going back and making the catch is the left fielder Soderstrom, and that's out number 1. Thought that ball might get in between Soderstrom and Bolte, but the left fielder able to reach it. He took kind of a peculiar angle. He was going back and then had to kind of move in at the last second and make the catch.
To me, it almost looked like he had the ball was on track with it, and then thought maybe the center fielder was going to catch the ball, but then he had to be the guy.
Pete Crow Armstrong pops one up into the twilight and shallow left. Soderstrom coming in, but the shortstop is there, Hernandez, to make the catch, and that's out number 2. Good hustle by Pete Crow Armstrong. He was near second base when that ball was caught. You like to see guys play that way. You never know.
Yeah, and right now we're at dusk, too, so the ball that's hit very high can be very tough to continue to track up above the lights.
Bregman, nothing for 2 with an 11-game hitting streak on the line. Cubs trail 2-1. Base is empty, and the pitch by Gage jump. And Bregman will take low and inside for a ball. This day in baseball history brought to you by VillageofBedfordPark.com. It's time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. Here comes the next offering. Outside, the legendary Babe Ruth announced his retirement as a player at the age of 40 on this date in 1935. We already talked about the tragic 1941 baseball note where Lou Gehrig passed away of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis at age 37 on this date in 1941. You'll get this one, Ron. The Mariners selected a Cincinnati high schooler with the first overall pick in the free agent draft, 1987. I'll bet you know who it was. There's a high pop fly foul off to the right. This is going to be out of play.
Well, I was drafted that same day by these Athletics. They were then the Oakland Athletics. On that same day, a few rounds behind that guy.
And that guy was
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr., the son of Braves outfielder Ken Sr. Now the 2-2 to Bregman. Line toward right, but right there is Cortez to make the catch to end the inning. Cubs doing very little on offense as we go to the 7th inning. 2-1.
Let's open this up. Take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
Animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not? Right?
He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's on point.
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
The beauty of this jersey is the feel, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
First, partner with the people in your corner at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Pat?
Athletics batting now in the 7th inning. Jamison Tyone still pitching. Jamison pitching a terrific game. But the Cubs are on the short end of a 2-1 score. First pitch missing to Geloff. Zach Geloff has struck out and singled to drive in a run. His base hit in the 4th inning that drove in Brent Rooker is the difference in the game. Tyone's 1-1. And Geloff will take a fastball inside, 2-1. Jamison at 96 pitches. Hobie Milner, a left-hander, warming up in the bullpen. Jamison still has good stuff, throwing hard, good command still, as he misses down low. Now it is 3-1 on Zach Geloff. Lights just about to take full effect. In fact, I think they have. Here's a chopper foul, and the count 3-2. Cubs at Wrigley, remember, had that miserable homestand the last time they were here, losing all 3 to Milwaukee and all 3 to Houston. So that's another string they'd like to break. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tyone strikes out Geloff. And here comes Craig Counsell. That might be all for Tyone, and he should get a very nice ovation. Ronnie's pitched a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, he really has. When you give up 2 runs in a big league ball game and you're into the 6th, you're into the 7th inning, to me, you got to look and go, he did his job and did it really well.
He really did. And he is getting a nice ovation. Pitching changes. Those are always worth mentioning.
feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade, you gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
It's a five-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball.
There's a fastball. There's a flying bat. It's a high toss. And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Left-hander Hobie Milner, the new man on the mound. Long-legged, lanky left-hander, inheriting a nobody-on, one-out situation, and the Cubs down by a run in this seventh inning. Darrell Hernandez, the batter. He'll take the first pitch. And the first pitch still yet to be made. Here's a line drive towards center, caught by Nico Horner. Soft line drive. Nico ran about 10 steps out onto the outfield grass and hauled it in. That's out number 2.
Good pitch, a little down and away. Got it off the end of the bat right to Nico. We were talking about Tyone. 6 1/3 today, 6 hits, but 6 punch-outs and only 1 walk, and he gave up 2 runs. So, as you were saying, Pat, Jameson Tyone really did his job. Now the Cubs offense has to do its job and score some runs.
Waiting for the 7th inning stretch. Zach, I believe that Brett Bielema is here.
That's right. Head coach of the Fighting Illini football.
Former coach at Wisconsin. He's had some big-time programs. And he'll sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" here shortly. Colby Thomas is now batting. Thomas pinch hitting in this spot. He is pinch hitting for Carlos Cortez. So against the lefty, manager Mark Kotze trying to get a right-handed bat in the lineup. I once saw Kotze have a cycle in a game against the Cubs as an Atlanta Brave many, many years ago. Here's the 1-1, swing and a foul back. And you don't see cycles every day.
No, you definitely don't.
You can go 3 or 4 years without seeing any cycles.
Isn't that the truth? Carson Kelly, who's catching right now, got one last year against the A's at the very start of the season last year in Sacramento.
In Sacramento, absolutely. A night game.
Yeah. The final hit, do you remember?
Triple, right center.
Yeah.
The center fielder tried to make a leaping catch and fell down, as I recall.
Yeah, that's right.
And Carson hot-footed it all the way to third, and was he happy. The 0-2 pitch down low for a ball, 2-2.
And that is a small ballpark, and it plays small, and definitely not a triples ballpark. But the way Carson hit the ball right off the top of the wall, and as he said, the center field crashed into the wall. The ball went quite a ways from him, and it wasn't even a play at third base.
Now the 2-2, and Thomas swings and misses, strike 3. Good job by Hobie Milner. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 2-1 lead for the Athletics. Time for the stretch. Coach Bielema is all set to sing.
To the ball game.
University of Illinois football head coach Brent Bielema and defensive back Matthew Bailey.
All right, Cub fans, let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts, Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. So it's root for the. If they don't win, it's a shame. For this 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some room.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Jameson Tyone. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, Southwest Airlines here with more reasons why flying Southwest.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards. And that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right there. It's developed into somewhat of a big nostalgic thing. And there are a lot of people that, you know, that's one of their favorite baseball cards. It's kind of crazy.
Seiya has struck out and popped out. Right now, he just wants to get on base. And he swings and misses. 0-2.
Had a chance quickly to shoot out and say hi to Coach Bielema. Very nice guy. Well, he's done some good things with the University of Illinois football team. That's for sure.
Yeah, the left-hander jump. At 77 pitches, which is pretty economical considering it's the 7th inning. Averaging, well, through the first 6 innings, about 11 or 12 pitches per frame. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, he's thrown a lot of strikes. He's been on the attack. And the Cubs haven't done much against him. They've only got 3 hits in the ball game. And Nico got a hit in the very first at bat. And then Armstrong got a second hit, the very next hitter. And since then, since that first inning, Cubs got 1 hit.
This big crowd ready to make some noise. Suzuki taking ball 1, 1-2 on Seiya. Happ and Kelly to follow. Breeze now blowing toward right. And a breaking ball, a strike 3 called. It fooled Suzuki. He just couldn't pull the trigger, and it hit the inside corner, out number 1.
Yeah, this is a breaking ball. Seiya kind of flinches at it, and this ball is kind of in the middle of the plate, right at the bottom of the zone.
1 away, and here is Ian Happ. 2-1 Athletics lead. Happ batting right-handed against the lefty jump, and he swings and fouls it away. Justin Sterner is the right-hander in the bullpen for the Athletics. Sometimes the manager will let the starter keep on going until somebody reaches base, and then he goes to get him. That might be the case here. Here comes the 0-1 to Ian. Lifted foul to right and out of play. Hard hit ball, but pushed foul. Cubs 4 games above 500. Oakland, well, I call them Oakland. The Athletics are 3 games below 500. And now the 0-2. Happ checks and takes down low.
I love knowing I'm rubbing off on you a little bit.
I've reverted today. I was thinking about the Athletics of the early 70s.
Yeah, right.
A little mini dynasty that they had. 3 straight World Series titles, 72, 3 and 4. Gene Tennis.
Yeah. Bando, Jackson.
Vida Blue, Catfish Hunter, Kenny Holtzman.
Rick Monday was on some of those teams early. Yep, Mo.
Sal Bando. Swing and a miss by Happ, and he is out number 2. Cubs have not had a base runner since Horner walked back in the 3rd inning. 13 straight batters retired by Gage jump. And when that's the case, why would you take him out?
Yeah. His pitch count's still in good shape. He's at 84 pitches. You know, and you get a chance to at least let him get through this inning if he can.
Carson Kelly hits one in the air to center, but it's not going to carry. And Bolte, the center fielder, makes the catch. We're going to go to the 8th inning. Athletics 2, Cubs 1 on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network. Live in the
deep left center. Kittle turning around. Goodbye, home run. No, it hit the roof. It hit the roof and came back in. He may have it inside the park home run. No, they're going to hold him. They can't. He went through the sign. Fisk has got him. There's one for the books.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa is actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
This 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Partner Cubs down 2-1 here. It's getting late, top of the 8th inning.
Will be Milner, tall left-hander, on the mound for the Cubs. Nick Kurtz at the plate. Kurtz with a 3rd inning home run, his 11th of the year. The difference, the RBI single by Zach Geloff in the 4th inning. Cubs got their run way back in the 1st. Horner single, stole 2nd. Here's a ground ball sharply hit, diving stop by Horner. Good play by Nico, and he throws to first to get Kurtz. Nico took a base hit away from him, out number 1.
Yeah, nice start to this 8th inning. Couple pitches, Nico makes a nice play.
But Alex Bregman drove in the only run way back in the 1st inning on a ground out, driving in Nico Horner.
And we're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Shane Langolier is the batter, and he'll look at a ball. The first 2 Cubs in the 1st inning, remember, Horner and Crow Armstrong each singled. Since then, just a grand total of 1 hit. And that was a base hit by Bush in the 2nd inning.
First out of the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Wrapped on the ground to short, scooped up by Swanson. Long throw and a good one. In time to get his man at first. 2 down. 2-1 Athletics lead here in the 8th inning. Let's see how we did in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. It looks like Ron Comer, who thrived in that honor system, is the winner. Wow, were you close?
Was I?
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. Yes, you were.
Huh.
36,065 was the actual figure.
Well, I forget what my guess was.
Oh, I think you remember it quite distinctly. Ron's guess was an even flat 36,000. Gee, you were off by a whole 65 fans. Looks a little suspicious to this reporter. Here's a high pop-up. Shallow left, should be playable. And it is for Bregman. 1-2-3 inning for Hobie Milner. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Athletics 2, Cubs 1. This is the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Now representing the organization, Jim Leland and A.J. Hinch are presenting Miggy with a customized set of cleats made by renowned artist Marco Terzo, made from several significant baseballs from Miguel's career. The cleats are presented on a base representing the time he spent at both third and first base in his career.
They're loaded now for Langoliers.
2 grand slams in his career. Crack to deep center field. Varsho going back as far as he can go. And Langoliers has a grand slam. Shea's 3rd home run of the series is a grand slam. And they have blown this game wide open.
And in grand fashion. Shea Langoliers can do no wrong right now.
Worth drinking.
Time to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app, save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. In Milwaukee, the Brewers with a 4-1 lead over the Giants in the top half of the 8th inning. In that game for Milwaukee, Jake Bowers connecting on a 3-run home run, his 10th of the year. Pat?
Okay, Zach, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs are down by a run. Michael Busch will lead it off. A new pitcher in the game. Justin Sterner is the new man on the mound. Williams has come in to play shortstop. Those are the only 2 changes. New shortstop, new pitcher. The next offering by Sterner is down low for a ball. Aika Williams at short. A-I-K-A. Check swing bouncer back to the mound. Didn't mean to hit it, but it's an easy first out. Busch actually trying to back away from the pitch, accidentally made contact, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, those are the frustrating at-bats. Trying basically to get out of the way and put the ball in play.
Alika Williams is the name. A-L-I-K-A. He's playing shortstop. Alika. 1 away. Kevin Alcantara will not bat. Michael Conforto is going to pinch hit and try to get something going. It's getting late. 8th inning. Cubs have not had a base runner since the 3rd inning. 15 straight batters have been retired. Conforto swings and misses at a breaking ball.
Seventh inning stretch tonight. That was sponsored by Volvo XC90. Room for everyone, wherever the road takes you. Volvo XC90.
Moises Ballesteros, another prospective pinch hitter, is in the on-deck circle. Now the 0-1. And that's a backdoor bender that just missed, and the count even. Opposing pitching changes. Brought to you by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com. And Fordo drives one in the air to left. Going back is Soderstrom with room, and he'll make the catch. Out number 2. Before the next man bats, 10 for ID on the score, and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams, Spiegel and Holmes, afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score on Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
Moises Ballesteros with power will pinch hit for Dansby Swanson. 2 down, 8th inning. Cubs trail 2-1. Quality start by Jamison Tyone. Sponsored by Benjamin Moore. All quality starts are. Start your next project with quality paints from Benjamin Moore, official paint of the Chicago Cubs. Ballesteros will take a strike. 2 down, bases empty, 8th inning. Please stay tuned for the toast of the game. Ron Coomer will name that. It's sponsored by Benny's Beverage Depot, and it's coming up in the 9th inning.
After Ballesteros here in this at bat with a righty on the mound, Cubs down by a run, 2 outs in the 8th. You're looking to take a shot at the right field bleachers.
Why not? Moises hits one in the air, but it's a pop fly into shallow right. McNeil calling, squeezing, inning over. We go to the 9th inning. Athletics 2, Cubs 1 on the score, and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here on 104.3 The.
And Melendez socks one deep right field, right down the line. Stowers to the corner, and it's out of here. First career walk-off RBI for MJ Melendez.
Oh, baby! Brian Reynolds clears the deck. Pirates win it on a Friday night in the Berg. Back it goes! Let's go!
This team, man, unbelievable. Blake Dunn going back, leaps at the wall, Dunn on the spin, and he brought it in. He robs a homer. Well, that was a terrific play.
Take a good look. You won't see it. Tovar has walked off the Giants.
Tovar hits his second of the night.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's not affiliated with the Chicago Cubs. Invesco Distributors, Inc.
Southwest Airlines is the official airline of your Chicago Cubs. And you can bet your sweet Cubbies we fly to their away games. Hint, hint.
This Lou Gehrig Day. Join the Cubs in the fight against ALS. Visit MLBtogether.com/4ALS to bid on the Cubs commemorative bat signed by Pete Crow Armstrong. Join the fight against ALS today. Top of the 9th here at Wrigley Field. The A's leading the Cubs 2-1. The 9th inning is sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Pat?
Pitching change. Daniel Palencia in the game. Trying to put a 0 on the board to keep the Cubs within 1. Pitching changes by the Cubs. Sponsored by James Hardy Building Products. Siding with the Cubs. Brent Rooker, the leadoff batter, a right-handed batter. He'll take Outside for ball one. Bright shoes for Palencia. It's like a hot pink.
Yeah.
Reddish. Kind of a combination between those two. Yeah. I'll bet they glow in the dark.
Yeah, I would think you wouldn't lose them in room if the room is dark. Yeah. That and the glove. His glove is bright red.
Here's a bouncing ball to third, backing up Bregman, plants the feet, makes the throw, gets his man. A little bit of a high throw, but Bush able to reach up, keep the toe on the bag, and that's out number one. The new second baseman for the Cubs is Pedro Ramirez, and Nico Horner goes over to play shortstop. Glancing to the bottom of the ninth inning, it'll be Horner, Crow Armstrong, and Bregman, the top of the order.
Tough plays of the game tonight. Sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough.
Henry Bolte, the batter. Bolte will swing and miss. Zach Zaidman preparing the postgame show for you. Also known as the Old National Bank Cubs radio postgame show, the official bank of the Chicago Cubs network.
We've got a catch of the game we've got to come up with. Catch of the game sponsored by Catch Des Moines. That play was a real trip, and so is Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours at catchdesmoines.com. You got to play?
The sliding catch by Happ.
Yeah, there you go.
In left field earlier.
Yeah.
Of course, it would be earlier. Here's a swing and a miss, strike three. Bolte is out on strikes, 2 down.
Good fastball. Valencia just high gas at 100 miles an hour.
Happ made the catch, robbing McNeil back in the fourth inning. That's got to be our defensive catch of the game. 2 down, ninth inning. Nobody on. McNeil, left-handed batter. And Palencia brings it. And McNeil takes high.
Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Punch-outs by Palencia. They're a common thing with that high gas. 100 miles an hour.
Next offering missing. It's 2-0. Cleanup hitters for the Cubs, and if anybody gets on in the bottom of the ninth inning, the cleanup batter Suzuki will bat. Cleanup batter sponsored by Chicago's appliance leader, Chicagoland's appliance leader. That's Grand Appliance. Get your all-star Samsung kitchen today at grandappliance.com. 2-1 on Jeff McNeil. Very few fans have left Wrigley. There's a swing and a foul, 2-2. What do you like here, Ron?
I like the high fastball. I just like him rearing back and going with high gas. I would say against McNeil, I would say inner half high gas, if he could do that, as opposed to away where he can get on top and shoot one towards left center.
Yeah, the 2-2. Line to right, down the line, curling foul. It hit the side wall on the fly. Might have been a broken bat. Yep. Sounded kind of like it was.
Yep, no doubt. That's that inside fastball at 100 miles an hour. Bat didn't make it.
So McNeil applying some pine tar, rosin on the handle of a new bat that was given to him. Did it bother you changing bats in the middle of a plate appearance?
No, I came down with 3 or 4 bats that were all gamers, that were all prepared and ready for the game. So I always had a few down there that were ready to go.
You've always been kind of batty. Here's a ground ball to second. Fielded by Horner, throws him out at first to end the inning. All right, the Cubs need to rally as we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. 2-1 Athletics. This is the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey,
Pop quiz. How do you go from Captain Clutch to the Iron Horse through a milestone and a marathon? The answer is on Hall of Fame Connections.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
3,000! History with an exclamation point!
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Boggs would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Shop Grand Appliance for expert advice, fast delivery, professional installation, and of course, the lowest prices every day on top brands like Samsung. Visit grandappliance.com for full details.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
Scott Barlow, the new pitcher. He's a long-haired right-hander. Nico Horner will lead it off. These fans would love to see a rally. 2-1 Athletics. Here we go, ninth inning. First pitch outside, ball one. Butler is the new right fielder. Lawrence Butler. And the pitch by Barlow is ball two to Nico Horner. Now the fans, sensing the urgency of the situation, start to make a little more noise. Nico scored the Cubs run way back in the first. And he'll take a strike, top of the zone, 2-1. Crow Armstrong on deck. Wind blowing out to center. And the next pitch. That's going to be strike two called. Nico challenging. Thought it was either low or outside. We'll take a look. And let's see what the video shows us. It's a strike.
Strike. Chicago is out of challenges.
Knee-high outside edge.
This ball strike challenge is sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. And you're in the ninth inning. You might as well use it if it's going to help your AB.
2-2 on Nico. The pitch. Check swing, no swing. The wind kind of swirling right now, Ron. It's hard for me to tell which way it's going to carry.
Yeah, the wind has been changing throughout the game, and now the crowd getting into it. Barlow, a guy that does not throw very hard. He is an off-speed kind of back-and-forth type pitcher, and he's having a hard time here. You're getting the sign through the PitchCom device in his hat. Couldn't hear it. And that's all about the crowd, and Wrigley Field is entering the ball game.
Catcher Langoliers ran out and verbally communicated what pitch he wants him to throw. Listen to these fans. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Nico hits it foul left side. He might have chased ball four. That pitch seemed to be inside, but it was close enough to take a swing at.
Yeah, it's a breaking ball starting out at him and trying to go to the inside corner. Nico not allowing that ball to sneak up and catch that corner. I think Langolier asked for some time. I don't know if he got hit by the bat or what happened, but P.J. Rayburn gave it to him.
Nico trying to get on. Here comes the payoff pitch. Inside, and now the A's are going to challenge. The catcher, Langoliers, is going to challenge. It was close. Near the inside corner. We're going to watch it again. It's ball four, just barely low by a fraction of an inch.
Boy, that ball, it just missed the bottom of the zone. Good eye by Nico. Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine, and now the fans have definitely entered the ballgame.
Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate. Shallow at third is Geloff. Here's the pitch to Pete. Swinging a base hit to right. Horner goes to second and holds there as the right fielder Butler gets it back in. Cubs at first and second, nobody out. And Alex Bregman coming up.
This is one of those moments that can flip your season right around. If Bregman gets a hanging breaking ball and he blasts one here, all this struggle that he's had early in the season can go away in one swing of the bat.
Pitching coach for the A's will head out to the mound.
Yeah, and this is about scouting report. It's about trying to calm this pitcher down and trying to take some of the bite out of the fans here at Wrigley. Good luck with that one.
Scott Emerson, the pitching coach. It was a brief conversation with the pitcher on the mound.
I would guess this is a little louder than the games they're playing in Sacramento, partner.
Tying run at second, potential winning run at first. Bregman at the plate. And the pitch by Barlow. Breaking ball outside, ball one.
I would guess in this at-bat, Bregman is sitting on breaking ball. And if he gets one that starts out at his front hip, he could send one to the bleachers and send everybody home happy.
Here's the pitch. Bregman will take a strike. That was a bender that just did nip the inside corner.
Yeah, that's the one we were talking about that starts out at your front hip and breaks over the corner inside.
Outfield deep, slightly playing toward left against Bregman. The pitch, swing and a foul back. And now it's 1-2. This guy throwing a steady diet of breaking balls.
Yeah, all breaking balls to Bregman.
Geloff, the third baseman, about 10, 12 feet off the line and playing deep.
Kind of surprised because the winning run is at first base. You want no doubles.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Bregman is out, number one. Breaking ball got him, and Seiya Suzuki is coming up.
Yep, nothing but breaking balls. This is a good one, down and away. Now, if you're Seiya, you've got to watch the Bregman at bat and go, he saw nothing but hooks. You know you're going to see a bunch of them in this at bat.
Suzuki is due. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Taken for a ball, low and away. Great moment of potential drama here at Wrigley, 2-1. The Athletics lead, one away. Runners at first and second, bottom of the ninth inning. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss. One breaking ball after another, Ron.
That was a good swing, though, by Seiya. That pitch was down a little bit, but the timing was good. He was sitting on the breaking ball. He just needs to get a strike.
Here comes the 1-1. Seiya takes a strike. And now it's 1-2. Now you wonder if he'll try to sneak a fastball in there. The long-haired right-hander, Barlow, brings it. A swing and a smash. That's a foul ball. A foul ball. The third base umpire, Sean Barber, jumping out of the way to avoid being hit by the liner. And the Cubs people in the dugout are saying, are you sure you saw that one? And it was a foul ball.
It literally, Barber jumps up. It goes right through his legs. That's a pretty good move by an umpire. He got up off the ground, but it was definitely foul as he's trying not to laugh at third base.
It's 1-2 on Suzuki, trying to come through the pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right. Playable for Butler. Dancing underneath it. Butler makes the catch and slips. But holding at second is Horner. Crow Armstrong started to tag up from first and had to scamper back to first base. But now the Cubs are down to their last chance. It's Ian Happ coming up.
Yeah, this ball's caught and right, and then Butler's back foot slides out from under him. I'm not sure what Pete was doing. He was tagging it first base and went about halfway down and had to hustle back.
Hogan Harris is going to come in to face Ian Happ. It'll be a left-hander to face Happ. Pitching changes by the opposition. Sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at Sloan.com. 2-1 the A's lead. The Cubs have the tying run at second, potential winning run at first. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth when we come back on The Score.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do like brisket, wrap, and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet, porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Cubs are trying to make this chance slip away. Ian Happ to turn around and bat right-handed. Nico Horner, the tying run at second base. Pete Crow Armstrong, the potential winning run at first base. So the Cubs have the guys on the bases that they would prefer. And now let's see if Ian Happ can come through. Cubs are down to their last chance. 2 down, bottom of the ninth. Here we go. And the pitch. Ian takes a curveball for a strike.
An extra base hit or ball in the gap will win the game. Because with 2 outs, Pete will be able to go on the swing, and I don't think there's a ball hits the ivy that they could throw him out at the plate.
Now Happ hits a high fly ball to center. Shallow and playable for Bote. He's got it, and the ball game is over. The Cubs had a chance, could not do anything with it, and the Athletics win this series opener. The final 2-1, back with the totals after this on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Rahimi, Harris, and Grody, 10 a.m. to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
Heart surgery is